Now, with the contacts that our owner has in the game, you think he would have caught wind months and months ago that the fact that Postecoglou's agent had been touting him down south for, seemingly about 4 months ago. But the fact that they haven't found a replacement and they're going to take their time, this could take weeks rather than days to find a new Celtic manager. Dermot, Peter Lawwell, along with the rest of the board now must get a successor. Brendan Rodgers, Jesse March, Matthias Jasil, David Moyes are possible candidates. We're going to talk about one of those candidates in a minute, but Paul Lambert has been speaking about the one consistent thing at Celtic and probably the most important person when it comes to the football department if John Kennedy leaves. He says that Captain Callum McGregor, he has been there and done it as well, Paul Lambert. You remember from Wim Janssen to Dr. Joseph Venglos to John Barnes, Kenny Dalglish, and then incoming Martin O'Neill. Lambert knows the responsibility that's going to be on McGregor's head when a new boss comes in. He says he's been there and he's done it before. He interviews really well, and you can remember the interview we spoke about yesterday after the game. He says the one thing that will be happening is we will come back next season, and that's one thing that the ex-manager didn't say. He said it's the nature of the club, we have to win things. Talking about Celtic managers, the Celtic board, it's been leaked today that, and there's one bit of breaking news actually. Alan Brazil, who remember 2 seasons ago went Ange Postecoglou, has said that Pep Guardiola will have a big say on who the next Celtic manager will be. And I think this is where the whole Enzo links come in as well. It says that him and Pep Guardiola and Dermot Desmond are very close, obviously with their connections to the City group. It says that, and Ali McCoy's jumped in and says that the number 2 at Man City is one of the coaches in the running big time. So that's obviously the word down south. The fact that our owner is now taking his time, he wants to make sure he gets this one right. It's just, we all want to get the manager in there quick, but one manager that is in with a shout is Matthias. Now, he's actually done really well at RB Salzburg. He's won the league the past couple of seasons and a cup. He has only lost 3 games out of 63, which is that's quite good. If we had only lost 3 games out of 63, I'm sure we couldn't be moaning about that. But the fact that we did drop points after we won the league, he also plays the typical 4-3-1-2 formation, which seems to be a lot of the formations that European clubs are now going for, and ones that are looking to win things anyway. Who will be the next Celtic manager? We actually don't know. It's always going to be the Celtic way. They could pull someone out of the hat, just like they did Postecoglou. The only worrying thing now is if he comes in for the likes of Furiashi, Jota, he's not going to come for Carter Vickers. I can't see that. Rio Hatate, Leah Labada, Dyson Maida, they all come in under Ange Postecoglou. So it's just going to be a sit and waiting game now. They're on holiday. There's nothing much going to happen over the next week or so anyway. You know, as far as Postecoglou is concerned, he doesn't take over until the 1st of July. That is when the transfer window opens, and that'll be sort of the moment when Celtic fans will know if he is going to come back in. Bookies are also claiming that Brendan Rodgers is taking his time to consider whether or not to throw his hat into the ring to make a sensational return. What do you think? There's a lot of people sort of divided about the whole thing about Brendan Rodgers coming back. I don't know if he will or not. I think Graham Potter, I can't see it. Kieran McKenna, it's a left field option. It's wide of the mark if you ask me. No news but good news, as they say in Celtic land. But the fact that Alan Brazil this morning said that Pep Guardiola, I think that's just talk. Just total talk. Anyway, we'll move on. We'll catch up later on this afternoon if there's any more updates. Twitterland is absolutely, completely mental just now. If you read some of the stuff on Twitter, you wouldn't believe it. Jota and Ange Postecoglou exit tribute. He was obviously the first one yesterday to come out and say that he'll miss the gaffer. A lot of people saying that's him putting an SOS call out to take him down south with him. I don't think so. I just think it's the guy. I mean, he loves Celtic. The fact that he went to Celtic pubs and everything, he loves the city. I can't see players jumping ship just because the boss has jumped ship. And on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. No news, but there's no news at all really. Things will quieten down over the rest of this week. As I said the other day, it says the Celtic board will take their time with this. They're not going to jump just to get the first person that they see. On that note, have a great day, Celtic fans all around the world, and I'll see you on the next video.